The president, so the president, you said yesterday that you called into the briefing room. Has he returned to the briefing room since then? Have you spoken? Also, a question about the National Security Advisor, Mike Waltz. He's saying that there was 30 bodies that have been recovered. That he just said that at the White House. Curious, I know you're in this presser right now, so that's hard for you to update, but I do have the question on POTUS in the briefing room.
So in terms of body recovery, as we recover bodies, we have a process, and we're not counting any bodies until they're in the possession of the medical director. So there may be some fluctuating in numbers that other people would report, but our numbers from the medical examiner.
Thank you.
So in regard to the president in the briefing room, I've been with this team for the last hour plus as we've worked through the details of the information we wanted to give you. But it is my understanding that either this morning he was going to be in the Situation Room, or the Situation Room is obviously briefing the president. He has been kept in full appraisal of what is taking place.
Okay, last two.
You mentioned that the aircraft were on a standard flight pattern. Just curious, when the airport opens at 11 today, will planes be on that flight pattern again, or are they being directed to fly a different way to land?
Well, I mean, safety is paramount, and I don't have that information quite yet from the FAA, so I don't want to provide an information I don't want to provide an answer or inaccurate information on what routes will be flown out of DCA.
Last one.
Two questions really quickly. What do you know about the experience and history of the pilots of both the American Airlines plane and the Army Black Hawk helicopter? And then for Secretary Duffy, last night the president had said that this could have been prevented and questioned why air traffic control didn't tell a helicopter what to do. Is that something that investigators have determined should have happened in this situation?
Secretary, just quickly, I don't have a lot of information to release, but these were experienced pilots. I know that the captain had 6 years with PSA, or almost 6 years with PSA, and the first officer almost 2 years. Again, standard approach, and that's about all I can say.
Thank you.
In regard to the military, I don't have information in regard to the experience of the military pilots. I would just note that this was classified as a training mission. Sometimes people could think that a training mission is someone who is inexperienced in the cockpit. We call these missions that are flown in the DC area, as our pilots are getting hours in experience, training missions. So don't read into that we had how many hours the pilots on the military aircraft had. And you had another question for me that was?
Last night the president had said that this could be prevented, and also that air traffic control, questioning why they may not have communicated with the helicopter telling them what to do.
So we are going to wait for all the information to come in from this vantage point, but to back up what the president said, what I've seen so far, do I think this was preventable? Absolutely.